Hey guys, this is Anirban from the Tennis Wizard. So today we want to discuss how to choose a primary coach. So what's a primary coach? Primary coach is the main coach that, sort of the glue, that does the technical instruction that you go back and you talk to them about the schedule and, they're kind of in the loop and hopefully they're vested in you, right? So few things to look for in the primary coach, especially if you're new coming in at, 15, 16 and trying to get somebody who hasn't worked with you. One is, do they have the coaching knowledge, right? Have they taken players at this level who are coming in? Again, in our context, we're looking at kids coming from 14 to maybe 16, 17, the last couple of years, the last mile before they go for college or they turn pro or whatever, right? So do they have the knowledge to take transition players like this and take them to the next level? Do they have a history of that? You want to find out. You do not want to be the first one to, that they're doing an experiment on. The second one is, do they care? That's a really important one, right? And you see that in certain behavior. Are they following up with you, during tournaments, right? I mean, are they kind of proactive about it? Are they communicating? So if they're not doing all that, um, you know, then they probably, have a lot in, players, and you're probably not their first priority. And that may not be a bad thing if you have those set up, from some other source, somebody else is managing it. But just kind of keep that in mind to know it. The number three is the learning style, right? Like, is the coach really technical? Are they going to make massive technical changes? If you're 15, 16 coming in and they're changing the swing pattern, grips, you want to really make sure that there's really strong benefits, like you have a really big hole and that needs to be fixed. So those are some things that you need to have those conversations before you choose. Also, you want to find out, like, what their coaching style is. Can they adapt to you, right? Like, some players like a lot of feedback, some don't like a feedback. So there's the coach's job to really adapt, right? So you need to kind of gauge it and see, if they can adapt, right? The last one here is really like, do they have a plan, right? Look, do they have a plan when they're working with the player, like where they want to go, what the benchmarks are? Like tennis coaches, at least what we have seen, a lot of them, they may have a plan, they don't document it. It's not like really well organized. So as a parent, as a player, you want to make sure you sort of prod them, keep reminding them where you want to go and look at the benchmarks, right? Just a few other things I want to mention is, obviously you want to understand the price, that that's something that is affordable. And this is a question that we get asked a lot, right? Like, the background of the playing background of the coach, right? Like, if it's a former pro, does it help? Absolutely. If they're former pros and they have been through the journey, they can share a lot of experiences. With that said, a lot of time, a lot of the former pros may not have that much experience coaching transition players at that level. They have coached tour players. So, can that translate? You can try it out and see. It's obviously, they have been through the journey, but that's not a guarantee just because they have been good that they know how to transfer the knowledge, right? So, these are a few things in mind, and we wish you all the best to find a good primary coach that can take you to wherever you want to go.